I didn't plan on recording tonight. I didn't think I was going to have to record a video in general, let alone something like this. I just got off of work after going in at 9 a.m. It's about midnight now. So I'm already not in a good mood. I think what happened today with the Supreme Court is egregious, idiotic, and ultimately embarrassing as an American citizen. I think it's funny how the Democratic Party was asking for our votes and saying that it would bring democracy back by getting those people in the power and position and all that bullshit, when ultimately this happened. I think it's so funny how we instill the ideology that the lives of women and children are so important, but we do ultimately nothing to protect them. And if you think a ban on abortion is going to be something that protects the lives of the kids, I'll explain to you why you're so ignorant. Real quick, for the people who have literally been living under a rock, abortion and contraceptives and things of that nature just got banned by the Supreme Court. And there's so many points that I want to touch on based on this topic alone, but I'm not ultimately prepared. I didn't really flesh out like an outline or anything to do any of this because I'm just really going off of raw emotion right now because it's late and I'm tired and I've been thinking about it all day and it's been pissing me off all day. Let's start off with a hypothetical to really get the ball rolling and y'all can see where my ideology is coming from. Let's say I hook up with a girl that I've known for a couple years, me and her are cool, and we decide, we're gonna have sex. We're doing our thing, the condom breaks, she hits me up after a little bit of a while, and she's like, hey, I took a couple pregnancy tests, they came back positive. And in this situation, I'm like, oh, well, that's okay, we can co-parent, things will work out just fine. It is what it is. I'm happy to bring a kid into the world and whatnot. Weeks are going by, we're seeing each other more often, I'm helping her with her pregnancy, I'm getting to know her family more, all that good stuff. Say 20 or so weeks into the pregnancy, we get an anatomy scan done and the baby is developing inside of her without any life-sustaining organs. Wow, that doesn't sound good. That sounds very problematic, doesn't it? Or better yet, it doesn't even have to be that exact example. Maybe she's hemorrhaging because she had a placental abruption and now we have to decide whether it's going to be her life or this child's life that we end up choosing. Maybe she's getting extremely ill due to her pregnancy. Or maybe her egg didn't even leave her fallopian tube. And the funniest thing about those examples that I just gave, I feel like half the people who voted on this shit don't even know what a fallopian tube is. It's so crazy how we put on this facade in America and we try to pretend that women are such a priority and we do all these things for women when me as a black man had the right to vote before a woman could. I genuinely feel like we haven't given a shit about women's rights, their emotions, or the value that they bring in general to our country. I don't see myself logistically blaming somebody for not wanting to bring their child into a lot of anguish and poverty that they're dealing with in their lives as now. And I think it's really just blatantly fucking stupid to think that putting them up in foster care or adoption or whatever is just going to be the end all be all and it's just going to save that kid's life. Me personally, my only experience with a child that came from foster care was this neighbor that I grew up with, and he has been on the run from the police since I was in middle school. Now, am I saying or do I think that all foster kids are going to end up like that? Of course not. That's a blanket statement. That's idiotic. Just the way you thinking that the exact opposite would happen from foster care is just as fucking stupid. Another reason that I find this to be such an issue, I feel like I'm really all over the place, but I don't care. I'm so, oh my God. But anyways, another reason that I find this to be so ridiculous is banning abortion doesn't stop abortion. Not only does this not take away jobs by, just everybody who has an abortion clinic, just fuck you now. But if they do want to end up keeping their jobs, they're going to be doing it in a illegal and less safe and less practical way. I've seen earlier today that Alabama's giving out life sentences for abortion. At this point, it's what are we doing? What the fuck are we really doing? I kind of find it just odd. It's so weird how we could birth a young, innocent woman into the world, and then when she's old enough to reproduce, we just fuck you now.
I'm watching Legend of Wedding right now. I had another quick point I wanted to add. And another thing, face ass. But in a world where we're sexualizing women more than we ever have publicly, it's kind of odd to all of a sudden take their sexual rights away in a way. If you get what I'm saying, I don't get it.
And I try to be open-minded to how people view the world due to what the world ended up giving to them, because that's just how we mold our mindsets at the end of the day. But you people who just throw God and the Bible on your beliefs and just think that justifies all the bullshit that you fucking spew, you are like the scum of the earth. I legitimately despise people like you. This isn't about being pro-life or pro-choice or a Christian or whatever the fuck you want to identify as. This is just about minding your own fucking business. Why can't we just do that as America? I feel like America does that all the time. Look at how we're in like this economic rut, yet we're still funneling billions of dollars to Ukraine. I feel like men do it all the time by deciding on women's rights, even though we're not fucking women. And last but not least, everybody should be minding their own business on why somebody's getting an abortion. What the fuck does it have to do with you? What you eat don't make me shit, and who you fuck don't make me come. So who am I to sit here and like really just be like, oh, I can't believe an innocent child. At the end of the day, there are natural occurrences in this world and societal things that just like come to fruition that we literally have no control over as individuals. But unless America is going to actively do something all of a sudden to reduce the amount of sexual assault that happens here, or do some sort of reforming that's going to make foster care safer and a healthier environment to grow up in, then mind your fucking business. I hate that I had to make a video like this, let alone on a topic like this, because this never should have happened. But ultimately, I'd like to be back to my regular content soon. So like, comment, subscribe. I love each and every one of you.